Hi, this is Pearl and welcome to my channel. I've got week 13 of my 2020 Project Life album here for you. I do have a small insert with this one as well. I am putting my pictures in semi-chronological order. I am using my 6-inch tonic guillotine to cut my photos in half for the 3x4s. After I decide which ones I'm going to put into the insert and what I'm going to use on my layout, I go through my Studio Calico kit to decide which journaling cards I want to use. I'm going to use filler cards as well as journaling cards, and depending on how much I want to journal for which picture, that determines if I'm going to have a journaling card or a filler card. Now, I usually do my embellishments at the end, but right now I'm going to staple some butterflies onto some of these journaling cards, and I just peel the plastic off the acetate butterflies and staple it right down the middle using a tiny attacher. I'm also using some of the butterflies on the cards that I'm going to be journaling on, and that's because this is my last layout for the month of March and I still had a lot of embellishments left. The one thing I noticed when I'm doing Project Life albums, my Project Life spreads, is that I do a lot of journaling and focus on my photos and my words, and then I forget about the embellishments. So at the end of the month, I still have a lot of things left in the kit. I guess that should be a lesson to me that I don't necessarily need to subscribe to a Project Life kit, but I do love that. Okay, so the top picture is of my oldest son doing laundry again, and I don't feel like I need to do any journaling there because I did journal on that last week, but I just wanted to document that I'm trying to be consistent with that. This next picture is of my little's rooms, and it is a hot mess. So I just put OMG in the middle, and now that they don't go to school, it's even harder to keep clean. So I'm just admitting defeat. This bottom photo is a photo of the thank you cards that I made for my dad to send out to the people who came to the memorial and came bearing gifts. This picture is of my dad when we're FaceTiming him. On this butterfly journaling card, I wrote printed and heat embossed thank you cards for Mom's memorial. Now this bottom picture is of my daughter and I. We are stamping and making cards, and she loves using my Copic markers. How do kids know what are expensive? I have Crayola markers for her, other different types of markers and colored pencils, and still she insists on using my Copic markers. So I wrote on here on the label, this is the print and cut labels that are sold in the Studio Calico website, and they match the kit. So I wrote, Kaya and I made cards stamping and coloring with Copic markers. Now I'm going to work on the right hand side of this layout. And I do love these photos with the border on it. I just need to figure out how to print from my phone to have 3x4s printed with with a border. I can't get that to work right. I did try it this time, but it wasn't even, but I'm just trying to let it go. So here's a picture of my daughter dancing, and I wrote, Kaya does dance classes via Zoom Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. She does more Zoom in a week than the kids do all added together. Is there something wrong with that picture? Because the kids are in school, yet Kaya dances more. Anyway, so I'm trying to figure out on this next picture if I can write 13 using the Felicity Jane Madison alpha. My son turned 13 and he wanted to have a birthday party, but because of the COVID-19, we couldn't have a party, but who knew it would be lasting as long as it is? Because if I'd known it was going to last this long, I would have planned some other kind of surprise for him, like a drive-through birthday parade or something, a Zoom call with all of his friends. But just the other day, he asked me if he could still have a birthday party if this coronavirus thing was ever manageable. Poor kid. He became a teen and didn't even have a party or have any recognition. But we did have a cake for him. He wanted a specific cake. It's a blueberry kind of a cake from Paris Baguette, which is a Korean bakery. And the thing with Korean bakeries the desserts are not too sweet, which I love. So I go ahead and put 13 using the Felicity Jane Madison Alphas onto a label, and then I use my Tim Holtz 7-inch scissors to get the dot for the eye to put that on the 13. You can see here that I struggle with it a little bit. I forgot to bring my tweezers, or I would have used my tweezers to do that little 13. Then I go ahead and adhere that down using my Kokio favorite adhesive, and then I'm going to staple that to give it some more dimension. Let's see, what's next? I date stamp that using my Stays on ink and my One Canoe 2 date stamp. Then I'm going to go to the next journaling card. I write on here, my poor baby can't celebrate his 13th birthday with his friends because of COVID-19. And I'm using my Zebra Sarasa Vintage Dark Gray pen. Currently, this is my favorite dark gray pen to journal with. Now, this bottom picture is a picture of my mom's washroom. And I journaled, I finally found the time and courage to go through mom's stuff. I started with her washroom. I threw things away and gathered bags of stuff to be donated. My heart was sad the entire time. So, yeah, starting the process, slowly but surely. My dad has mentioned that he does not want to go through her stuff, so. And then the next picture was of my brother and my dad and I. My brother cooked dinner for us after I finished going through my mom's stuff. Now I have a 6x8 page protector here. This is from the Allie Edwards website, and it's 4 up. What do you call these? 4 3x4s. And I'm just putting some news screenshots and emails onto here just to talk about the different ways our life has been impacted, like our Mammoth Mountain pass. We're not snowboarding anymore. Disneyland, our passes are on hold. The number of coronaviruses in San Diego, and what the Congress is doing with relief packages. And so there's no journaling that I'm doing here, but I am using a butterfly to staple onto this journal card, and I did it on both sides, so I just wanted to staple it once, and I do that here. And so that is my layout for week 13. 13 for my 13th birthday. For my son's 13th birthday. Okay, now I'm just cracking myself up. Well, there you have it. That is my week 13. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and please leave a comment down below. I love interacting with my subscribers. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.